And
Yeah,
I,
this shit definitely that shit hard though.
all right, we're gonna set this record shit. All right. Some of y'all, some of them, brother, yo, no, seriously, because some people think they gotta force themselves to be their greatest selves, but what are you doing if you gotta force yourself to be you? Are you really trying to be you? Because look, when I went in the gym today, bro, now I'm gonna speak this real shit. I'm recording, but I'm gonna talk to you on some dead ass shit, bro. When I went in the gym today, I had two things on my mind. I'm about to get a pump, I'm about to dance, and I'm about to show every single shorty that put their eyes on me that I'm the swaggiest motherfucker that they either know, that they don't know, or whatever. And you want to hear a testimony? Here's some fly shit for you, my boy. Because some motherfuckers think that getting fronted on is a bad thing. So I had this one girl that I made a date for in the gym, right? I say I backed her on Wednesday, and then on Thursday at 8, we were supposed to meet. So I texted her. I said, yo, I texted her at 7:52 p.m. Remember, I told you we were supposed to meet at 8. I texted her at 7:52, and then she hit me back like, yo, I'm not gonna be able to go. Matter of fact, I think I hit her up at 7. And then she hit me back at 7:52 and say, yo, we not gonna be able to meet. You know what's crazy about that? Two things. One, where was the consideration for my time? And two, I still went there and continued what I have to do. A lot of motherfuckers would have got in their feelings like, damn, she fronted on me. It ain't, like, bro, like, I saw her today and I walked up to her and I said, yo, what was that about? Like I know you said that we had to do a rain check, but I was here. You left me standing here at 8 o'clock. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? She gave me some bullshit ass excuse like, oh well, I had did cardio and I had to, so and so, like some bullshit. And then I pressed the issue. I said, yo, let me ask you a question. You single? You got a boyfriend? Basically, you fucking somebody? She said, oh okay. Well, I kind of have somebody I'm talking to. I'm like, oh, that's it right there. That's it right there. Cause it's two things. If a woman is digging you, and I give a woman, if a woman is digging me, I don't know about these other motherfuckers, but if a woman is digging me and she actually wants to pursue me, one thing she's not gonna do is play with my time. How do I know this? Because I have also evidence from yesterday. A girl that I usually train with, that I usually do boxing with, right? She pulled up. I was in the gym and I hit her line. I said, yo, I'm here at the gym, some, right? I texted her or something. Well, actually, I think I texted her early that day. Then she called me. She said, yo, what you doing? I said, I'm in the gym right now. She said, yo, for real? I'm like, yeah, I'm dead. She's like, you know what? I'm coming to you right now. I'm about to pull up. She was there in less than 30 minutes. She got there at 20 and 20. And she pulled up and we was in there for 2 hours, nigga. Going at it, doing boxing, having fun. What do I? Why am I comparing these two situations? One girl that pulled up and the other one that didn't. Because sometimes, as distracted men, we want to go after the one that's fronting on us instead of going with and rolling with the one that's not gonna play with our time. I don't care how traumatized you is. I don't care what your past was. I don't give a fuck how many girls you had, don't have, what you think about yourself or whatever. God don't make no mistakes, baby. So why should you? Ain't you supposed to be God body? Ain't you supposed to love yourself? Ain't you supposed to care about yourself? Motherfucker, if you touched the pot 2 times and you burnt your hand 2 times, you a fool for doing it 3 times. Every man in this world that had a woman play with their time more than once. If you continue to go in that direction and you don't try to find a different way or try to find and play with the women that take your time as seriously, maybe more seriously than you do, then you a goddamn fool and you deserve to get played, my guy. Which is why I know that the better and the more I become in tune with myself, it's just going to be easier to talk to the women that I'm supposed to be talking to. And let's put women to the side. What about the opportunities of life? What about the opportunities for you to become the better, best man that you can ever be in your own plan? What are we doing if you ain't doing that? The fuck are you doing? It don't matter if this motherfucker is 250, 300, or 350, or maybe this motherfucker is 20 or 30 pounds less than you when you want to be that. What is your best weight? What is your best grind? What is your art? What is the best mindset that you can be in? Where can you be at? And you know, it's a lot of times where I have been so mentally just backed up because I'm trying to think how I should think instead of just being. That don't make no sense to me. So my prayer every day before I even get out of bed, and not just my prayer, but my affirmation and what I tell myself so my body can follow what I tell my mind is, today I choose to be me. I choose to be the best me in whatever I do. I don't care if I'm getting up and tying my shoes. I'm going to tie like I've never tied before. It don't matter what I'm doing. If I got to stand up in front of 1,000 people and speak, I'm going to speak like I've never spoken before. It don't matter if it's one person. I'm going to give as if I'm in front of God himself. So it's like, once you operate like that, there is no failure. There is no failure. And if you do fail, try to fuck again. And once it's not failure anymore, it then becomes an attempt. Now that energy is transformed into something that you can use over and over again. We recycle over here, baby. We don't throw away our gifts. You dig what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? What's the point? What's the point, E, if you're not going to take charge of your reality, my good brother?
Wasting time. Time is not waiting on no man, no woman. So
You dig?
do your best.
You dig?
Do your best, baby. Yeah.
The sun is going to rise. It's going to go across that sky. And the best thing you could do is think about it. Come on. La da da da. Some motherfucker. Yo, what homie said? What this OG said? I heard my man say, yo, motherfuckers have 24 hours, the same amount of time as Michael Jackson, and chose to be nothing.
Yo, that video is infamous, son. He don't blink. My boy don't blink, son.
Bro, there is no point, no point, no point in pulling yourself down to be on a level that you don't want to be because there is familiarities there. Absolutely no point. You are literally destroying and you are going in the opposite direction of God's literal definition of what your life should be. You should be going up and forward, not down and backward. I don't know anything in life, including the cells in your body, that multiplies, that diminishes and gets smaller unless it is choosing to be reborn again. Is there any I don't know anything that goes from small to big and big to small unless it's dying. We start out as babies, right? Isn't Benjamin Button a disease? Isn't that a disease? You start out small, then you get big, and then what happens? You go small again. That's not what God originally intended for us to be. That's a disorder. That is going against a law and is only supposed to be done in certain circumstances. But we supposed to grow and expand out, push our roots down, and push our branches out as far as we can be, as far as we can go.
Is the play button to move forward.
You dig? Say that one more time for the people in the back, just in case they deaf as hell. What you said?
Action is the play button to move forward in life.
Yes. Yes.
So every affirmation that you put, make sure you press play on that affirmation. So if you say I'm great, you better be doing some great shit today.
Today, not tomorrow. Today.
If you want to become an artist, whatever that comes to your mind, you put it out there regardless if somebody tries to copy. They can't copy they can't copy the original. They can either enhance it or do their own best. But you are the carbon copy of originality. Whoever is listening, the carbon copy, like you're the original OG, triple OG, quadruple OG. Nobody can't replicate it, bro. Get me? But yo, bro, I gotta call you back.
Don't even say call me back. Take your time. Cause it's gonna be a new call. We ain't going backwards, bro. If you gonna call me at another time, that's cool. Do your thing, swag out, enjoy your life, and make sure that you remember that most things is for you. It's for you, man.
Yo, may all your blessings come to you and bigger than an envelope. May all your blessings come to you right now.
If it's a check, put them in the envelope. That's cool, man. But if it's
hope $1 million come your way right now.
you saw my you see the roof, you know what it is.
You see, hey, I see, baby. I see shit. I'll holler at you, my boy.
Be safe, my good brother.
You too, bro.
Peace. We gotta be tough, yeah. Nah, but seriously though, in all seriousness, with the low resolution video, we gonna talk this real shit. Because some people, to be completely honest with you, they think too damn much. I used to be one of those people. I used to be one of those people that used to think about being myself rather than being myself. See, writing it down on paper and figuring out who you're supposed to be is not wrong. But what is wrong is keeping it on paper. That's wrong. Putting it on paper is like a baby standing up and getting ready to walk, but it never takes the first step. Take a step. Be your best self. Be the greatest version of you. Because God have, is, expresses, and you're all of that. So when you say that you're identifying as God, in God, with God, as God, people gonna look at you like you crazy because they might say, who are you to be confident in yourself and to say that you are divine and to say that you're not a mistake? Who are you to actually want to be your best self? Who are you? Because that's what God is. God is our best, the best. We're still trying to figure it out and grasp the perfection of what God is. But if that's your superhero and that's your goal and that's the goal post, and you choose to identify as something that isn't a mistake but is the best that you could ever be, the best that you can ever think as, the best that you can ever exist as, no matter what you have, no matter what you don't have, no matter what can't fit, no matter what does fit, no matter what's not yours yet, if you think it ain't yours yet, no matter what you have in your possession, you could do something with you. Straight up. You know, the best the best part of the best part of becoming your best self, or the best part of trying to be your best self and pushing yourself and failing over and over and then attempting over and over and exploring yourself and expressing yourself, expanding yourself. The best part about that is That is your purpose. You are your purpose. So when people say, yo, you have a purpose or you're supposed to be doing something, if you're doing you, you're doing what you're supposed to do. What is a tree supposed to do? What is a tree's purpose, huh? Somebody be like, well, it depends on the type of tree. It doesn't matter what tree it is. It doesn't matter if that tree is just standing there being itself and it just look good and don't have no fruit or vegetables, still a tree. And guess what? The tree that has fruit on it versus like a oak tree or you know, actually a oak drops seeds. So, but it doesn't matter what type of tree it is, what type of fruit. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if it's grass. Everything got its own purpose, and none of those celestial entities and beings that exist in God's laws and God's existence is sizing each other up like I'm better than you. Absolutely not. If a tree, a seed of a tree, like an acorn, something like that, is dropped in a place where there is grass or soil, even if the grass surrounds it, that tree is going to grow straight up through all those blades of grass and it's going to excel and go abundantly where it's supposed to go. Are you doing that? Are you excelling and being abundant above where everything else is, where everything else wants to be at? Are you going above? Are you going to your highest? That's a great question to ask yourself. And if you're not, how can you? Right? It's okay if you struggled. It's okay if you stressing. As long as you do not submit to the struggle and the stress and the things that make you feel less, oh baby, you'll be blessed. You dig? I said, can you dig it? Yeah. So all those thoughts in your mind, make sure that you are setting the sail to the right direction. Listen to yourself. Listen to your words. Are you limiting yourself? Are you diagnosing yourself? Power, life, and death is in the tongue, right? God told us this. You can go in any ancient book. And also, one of the greatest things ever said, know thyself. Acknowledge yourself. Listen to yourself. What are the things that you just say, very casually in conversations with people when you're talking about struggle? Do you say, I am, and then after is a disease, a dis-ease, a disorder? Are you asking God to order your steps? Are you saying, order my steps in your word, dear Lord, dear Father, dear greatness, whatever you say, help me to gain order within myself. Just like if you eat food, you don't put the food in your ear, you don't put it up your nose, unless you're doing surgery or something. You put it where it belongs, and then it follows the order, right? How can we exist in that? In the order, the divine order that makes us our best self every day. And we continually walk towards that. That's what it's about. You don't got to trip. Be yourself. Yeah.